Proud of these guys. Proud of our institution, proud for our alumni. You know, it's a special feeling as a coach when you get to coach a group of guys that just give you every day. You know, we're having fun out there. I want to thank, I certainly want to thank the NCAA because this environment is second to none. This is a great weekend for every student athlete that's involved in it. And you know, obviously, win or lose, there are memories that'll be you know, cherished forever from all these student athletes. I give a lot of credit to Notre Dame. Obviously, they came out with a tremendous game plan today. They didn't want to let us run. You know, they took us out of what we like to do, and you know, they made it a battle out there for sure. But you know, we're just so fortunate to advance. We're excited about the opportunity. We'll go back to work tonight, and we're looking forward to seeing what the outcome of this next game is.
Questions for the student athletes, and if you can please say your name and affiliation and who you're questioning, that would be great. Thank you.
Patrick Stevens from the Washington Times. This is for Jack, and Charlie wants to kind of double up and kind of follow up on it a little bit. I think during the week Charlie said something along the lines of wanted you to be big, basically, play big this week. What were you seeing out there that kind of led to this sort of game, and just kind of at what point did you realize this was going to be a pretty good day for you?
I think the first save I made was out top. It kind of got me into a rhythm, and my defense is giving me some good shots to see very clear lines from the shooter. So any goalie, I think, would gobble up those saves. And credit to my defense because they really helped me out and let me see the shots that I want to see.
I watched this big guy stand in there when Foley split us back to the middle, and when he went down and caught the ball at his ankles from about 8 yards out, I knew we had a goalie that was ready to play today. He was big. He's as big as he's ever been in there for us. You know, when there was a breakdown, Brunk was right there to pick up the pieces. But more than that, I think the behind-the-scenes stuff is how much he organizes us, you know, as a leader down there, and definitely played his best game as a Greyhound.
Eric, can you talk about your game with 5 goals, and did you know, having had you after those last 2, that was going to be it for you guys?
I mean, going in, Notre Dame had a great defense, so I give them credit for their game plan and everything. But I just was lucky today. I mean, I found myself on the receiving end of hard dodges from our middies, and then Justin Ward and everybody. I mean, Notre Dame, they play such a help defense that they like to suck down to the inside. So that opened up some skip passes, and you get to the backside quick enough, you can have some dodges from in close. So, I mean, so I guess I was receiving a lot more than usual today. But no, I did not know those last 2 goals were going to be the last we had today. I mean, I thought we were going to get a couple more in the 4th quarter, end of the 3rd. But I mean, we came out on top, so we didn't need any more.
Lee Feinstock from NCAA.com. Scott, what was it like to not have Eric last year, and what's it like to have him back?
I mean, it's just a completely different thing when you can have 2 guys who can shoot as well as Eric and Mike can on opposite sides of the attack. It completely changes the dynamic of our offense, and I mean, we wouldn't be where we are today without him. So it's just head and shoulders better with him on the field.
Charlie, can you talk about the same thing, please?
Absolutely. You know, I think not only do we miss Eric's shot, but we miss his leadership and stuff that he was doing on the sideline. And you know, Eric endured every practice with the team, although he was in the training room, you know, rehabbing. He was in that locker room, and I think, you know, as a student athlete, he'd be the first one to tell you, you know, that it's tough when you can't help your teammates. And there were opportunities last year where we probably needed Eric out there. But again, I don't think Eric would change a minute of his decision to you know, to go back and rehab and be shut down for the successes that we're having this year.
Gary Lambrecht, Lacrosse magazine. Eric, can you just talk about outside of how you're being set up for these scores? What kind of a zone are you in right now in terms of see a spot, hit the spot? I mean, it just looks really easy from where we're sitting, how you're finishing the ball?
I'm just playing confident right now. Past 2 games, had a pretty good shooting percentage. I see net and I shoot for net. I don't really try to pick the corners. When you try to like aim exact spot, then that's when you start messing with your head. So I just try to shoot for net, and when I see an opening, I've been putting the ball where I want to. So it's paid off.
Just Julie and Bingo from the Boston Globe, and that's one more question to Eric. How gratifying is it to come from where you went and get injured in one game and now being in the championship game, and seeing all the process work out?
I mean, it's been an unbelievable ride. Definitely couldn't see it playing out this way, but I mean, I just give credit to all the guys. I mean, all the pieces that came together this year. Everyone's kind of matured from a year last year, so I just give the credit to the whole team. And then just for myself personally, just coming back from the knee injury, it's been great. Couldn't have asked for more.
Was there ever when you were unsure, kind of angry about it, or kind of where your emotions were kind of mixed, or were you always on level?
Pretty level-headed to begin with, so I don't try to get too high or too low, so it's just kind of just stay the path.
Scott, I think Notre Dame had been shooting really well in the tournament. What did you guys do, and how did you guys prepare to kind of get them to shoot as poorly as they did today?
Well, what's so hard to defend about them is they've got really their first 2 midfields and their entire, or 4 attacking deep that can beat you at any given moment. So, we talk about, not just trying to shut down one guy or stop one set. They go to 3 or 4 different sets that we're prepared for, and then just supporting each other. It's hard, it's hot out there, and we have such good deep middies with Josh Hawkins and Pat Laconey, but when we ask so much of them, we got to make sure we're ready to slide, and when we do, almost play kind of like their defense does. Everybody just support each other, have your second, have your third slide, and I think that's what we did today. We gave Jack some looks from the outside, and he was just saving everything, so that was a big part of it.
Scott, can you talk Zach by one side Lacrosse. Scott, can you talk a little bit about just the trouble you guys are having to face on backs today? What was Notre Dame being able to do, whether it was making clean or just getting to the loose ball faster?
Yeah, they were. Their face-off guy was doing a good job. He was winning a lot of clamps, but JP was tying him up for the most part and really making it how we typically like them, 50-50 ground balls. We usually win those battles, but their wings were hustling and making a lot of big plays off the ground, and their face-off guy was making a lot of big plays off the ground. So really got to give